Hi there, thanks for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you another Walmart update. Well, thanks again for stopping by today. If you're new here, my name is Luann, and on this channel, I do a video about once a month to every other month on the current conditions of my local Walmart. Now, the conditions that I focus on, I feel are very important to running an efficient home. Being aware of these conditions are going to help you plan ahead and be better prepared for things that may come your way. I do go around to my other local grocery stores, but lately I've been focusing on Walmart because I'm sure most of us can relate to Walmart. Now, the conditions that I like to monitor in these videos are going to be the product levels on the shelves. I want to track and monitor if there are any shortages taking place that we need to be aware of so that we can stock our pantries before the items are gone. I also like to monitor pricing, whether there's any increases, decreases, or even the items that seem to be maintaining. And then while I'm in there, I like to make note of any noticeable changes that may be taking place within the store, such as widening of aisles, product placement, and any noticeable changes that may bring awareness to things that are happening behind the scenes or to come. Now, in my last Walmart update, I did a video that actually took the previous video and the current conditions in a side-by-side comparison. Well, to make that video, I took 214 individual clips and I narrowed them down to a 10 to 12 minute video. Out of all of the other videos that I've done like this, that was the one that took the most time and it received the most complaints. There were a lot of people that truly did appreciate and love the way that I did that video, but again, because it received the most complaints out of all of my videos and it took the most time and the most work, I just don't think I'm going to be doing it that way anymore. So if you want to check that video out, I will link it down below in the description and at the end of this video, and you can go check that out after watching this one. But for now, I'm going to get back to my usual way of doing this, and that is to show you the product levels, and then I will zoom into the prices so that you can do the comparisons that are most important to you. So without any further delay, let's go ahead and jump into this month's current conditions of my local Walmart. Okay, so we're going to start things off with some meat prices. $8.94 for top sirloin, $5.98 for stew meat, $11.97 for ribeye steak. Chuck pot roast is $6.47 a pound. New York strip steak is $11.97 a pound. And now for the pork, we have some assorted chops at $2.94 a pound. Thick chops for $4.04 a pound. Thin sirloin chops are $5.64. Thick boneless chops are $5.28. Regular boneless chops are $5.24 a pound. And now for the poultry. Chicken breast tenderloins are $2.77 a pound, and the Sanderson Farm chicken breast are $3.34 a pound. The generic in-store brand for chicken breast is $1.99 a pound, and the thighs are $2.56 a pound. Now here's an overview of what these sections look like, starting with the beef section. Here's a look at the pork. And now for the poultry. They look pretty good. Now let's take a deeper look into the breakfast meats, starting with the bacon. We do have several gaps happening in the bacon section. This seems to be pretty consistent in this store, along with the breakfast sausage. Not a whole lot to choose from when it comes to the normal, common sausage items. For the rolled sausage, we only have two choices there, the Owens and the Jimmy Dean, and then we have the Jenny O for turkey. Moving on to the dried goods, in the oatmeal section, this is what it's looking like. Okay, now let's jump on into the syrup section. Not a lot of selection going on there and plenty of gaps happening. I don't see any corn syrup anywhere. Here's a look at the pancake mix section. A lot of gaps happening there too. So there was a look at a few of the breakfast items. Let's jump on into the vegetables, starting with green beans. And here's a look at the corn. A lot of gaps in the corn section. Here's a closer look so maybe you can catch some of those prices. And then here is the sweet potatoes and other miscellaneous vegetables. This section seems to be remaining pretty consistent. Here are the canned beans, baked beans, pork and beans, chili beans. Again, this is pretty common for the way the bean section has been looking over the past year. Now this is something I wanted to point out. Random product placement. Are they doing this to take up space? This is not the seasonal aisle, and we have everything from ramen noodles to chocolate syrup, Pop-Tarts, drinks, and candy. So I'm not real sure what that's all about. Here's a look at our canned meat, and our Spam section is continuing to get smaller and smaller. If you look at some of my earlier videos, you'll see that we used to have shelves full of Spam. Here's the canned chicken. Again, canned chicken was one of our fullest varieties of canned meat, and although there are still a lot to choose from, it's nothing like it was before. Here's the canned tuna and other seafood items. Now let's take a quick look at our fruit section. It's not too bad. And now we're heading on into the tomato products section, starting with the Rotel. Few gaps here. There seems to be a consistent shortage in the tomato section. And don't get me wrong, those of you that are not from the US, I realize that we are very blessed to have this much variety on our shelves. But again, I want to continue to point out this is less than what we're used to. The grocery stores have allowed this much space on the shelves because they used to fill them. Now moving into the pasta, as you can see, our pasta gaps are back also. However, we do still have some Alfredo sauce on the shelf, so that's good. Here's a look at some of those prices. Here's the pickle section. It's one that slowly creeped up on us, but now it is a common item that I am consistently monitoring because, as you can see, the gaps in the pickle section are getting larger and larger. Now in the peanut butter section, Peter Pan is holding steady and maintaining some shelf space there. For a while we didn't have Peter Pan, but now they are consistently showing up. But the Jif is lacking this time. It looks like we have a lot there, but whenever it comes to the creamy version of Jif, we have the unsalted, the reduced fat, but this is all that we have whenever it comes to the creamy Jif. It's either the double pack or the large canister or the little tiny ones on the bottom shelf. So not real sure what's happening there. And then finally, here's a look at our bread section. We have plenty of bread to choose from, just one little hole in the store brand, and a gap down here in our local bread. This is a Texas bread company called Mrs. Baird's. And then here's a look at our bun section. Again, very blessed. We're not going to starve, but still need to track those shortages. Well, there you have it. This is the month of July 2021. And like I mentioned in all of my videos like this, I would love to hear if you're seeing similar conditions in your grocery store, shortages that maybe I didn't show in this video, maybe some cover-ups that are taking place that will make it harder to find these shortages. Just any updates and information that you can give us in the comment section down below is much appreciated by me and all of our viewers. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I hope that you'll take the time to go ahead and do so now, and go ahead and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a video. If you don't want to make that kind of commitment, but you did enjoy this video, the best way to let me know is just to give it a big thumbs up. Thanks again for stopping by. I look so forward to hearing from you in the comment section down below, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.